La la. La la. Hello, everybody. I'm back again. I am back again. I came back again just to chit chat. We came in earlier to do some travel news, and now we back just to chit chat. Just to chit chat. It is Friday night, y'all, and we just here to chit chat. We are here to chit chat. Hmm. Hmm. I'm with it. I'm with it. Just waiting for some people to come on in the room. Come on in the room. Yeah, we sound. Some people to come on in the room. Come on in the room. We sounding good. We sounding good. We are in this thing. Hello, hello. Please put your likes up. Please put your likes up, y'all. Please put your likes up. Put your likes up, everybody. Put your likes up. I am Key. I'm with Key to Travel, and we just here to just kick it. Hello, hello. For anybody coming in the chat, this is our second time coming live tonight. We in this thing and we want to talk to y'all. Last night I tried to start talking to y'all about the Ddg and Halle situation. I came early and talked about travel because y'all know we do everything over here travel. But tonight I came back to talk about the Halle and Ddg situation. I came to tell her, Mama, stop friending everybody on social media who's not your spouse, your children's spouse, baby mama, or be in a relationship with. Stop friending all these friends. That's when drama and problems happen. Just leave the friends alone. Okay? And for his sister TT, shout out to TT. Because if you don't stand for your family, you fall for anything. Shout out to TT. I think TT did her big one. And the older sister that was talking all nicely about um, the other young lady and very mean about the other one who was with them from the trenches. Even though they don't get along, she kept it 100. Yeah. I'm just blabbing, y'all. Anything I say is just me talking. But yeah. And shout out to DDG for hitting 1 million on Twitch today. Yeah. I watched them. I I do. I watched the family. I didn't like DDG in 2016. But I used to watch YouTube when all my friends was watching YouTube for just the makeup, or they was thinking YouTube was boring, and they were still watching reality shows on Bravo, and they wasn't over into the YouTube world. And they used to always say, because I used to always clown and say I was 21, and I used to watch all the youngsters on YouTube, and I knew everything that was going on and everything that was happening in that world, and they were confused. You understand me? And then in 2017, the beauty world interacted with TDG in that world, thanks to my girl Casey K. Kennedy Simone. And then I started watching them over there. And I started realizing that half of the things that he did was just for entertainment because I didn't like him when he said he used to strike people's channels for not liking him, but realized it was all just for entertainment. And yeah, and yes, so um, I do miss Kennedy. I wish he hurry up and put up a video. hmm but now who I watch on YouTube is a little different than what who I watched back then. But the the craziness is still going on YouTube that you can't help but miss, right? And this situation was kind of crazy and took everybody by shock, right? But I won't be a little messy right now, but I don't know if I'm gonna be a little messy because we only got 3 people in the room. So we get 2 more people in the room, be messy about this Phoenix trip. If y'all know who I'm talking about, y'all can hit down one in the comments so I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Um, because I'm not talking about travel no more. I'm talking about DDG and this Haley situation and DDG going to Phoenix this weekend. Did I say that? Did I say that Ruby Rose gonna be in Phoenix this weekend? Ooh. See, that's how that drama started. That's how that unnecessary drama gets started, y'all. People like me that just started talking and blabbing, but it's all over the internet, y'all. I just can't help it. Like every time I turn on something, there it is, bam, in my face. You know what I mean? But yeah, y'all, I'm just talking. I'm just talking. Nothing serious. Nothing serious. I was also watching. I don't know if y'all watch this person, Keisha Kelly, and the Leeway. I love the Leeway. Her videos are soothing. But I have a lot of people I watch. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I have a different genre of people that I watch, and you'll be like, all them people don't go together. How you watch them, and they don't even. But that's my jam. I'm a Gemini. I watch different people, but yeah, it's just funny that DDG is gonna be in Phoenix tonight, and Ruby Rose is gonna be in Phoenix tonight, and I think the eyes are gonna be looking, and the people gonna be looking. So I think that's gonna be funny. If he shows up at the same club, that's gonna be even more hilarious. But who am I? Who am I? Who am I with the drama? With the drama? Who am I, y'all? I'm just talking, y'all. Not serious. Not serious. All this is allegedly, allegedly. Not serious. Nothing serious. I'm just talking. Nothing serious. Don't take me serious. Don't take me serious. I'm just talking. How y'all doing tonight? Please like the video. Like the video. Please share the video. Please share the video. And please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Y'all, this living room behind me is a makeshift. It's a green screen. But I wouldn't. Let me show y'all. See, like that just look boring to me. That wouldn't be in my living room, y'all. Even though it's the same colors as my living room, it wouldn't be in my living room. And then that big ass. Oh, I'm on wrong with that big ass piano. That would be in my house because I like that grandfather piano. But anywho, I know people coming in here saying, "What is she talking about?" But yeah, y'all see the title. Y'all see the title. We are talking about Halle Bailey, DDG, and just some of that drama that's on the TV. On the YouTube streets. Shout out again to DDG for hitting 1 million. Shout out to Haley for these two movies. Um, Shout out to both families. Hopefully, this won't be um, a bad situation for y'all. But I do want to say to DDG's sister TT, I hope people started apologizing to you. Um, you have every right to back your brother, even though I think y'all fan group, I think was premature. I think it was to do it because y'all were all in the group, and I think you thought, oh, she does this sweet stuff for family. Then she and I'm not saying she's not a sweet girl. No, 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 no. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that. I just never saw DDG and Haley really meshing to me. I I didn't see it. I did never like saw them like meshing. I mean, I could be wrong. I just didn't see it. Some people I could look at it and be like, oh, it's that couple right there. They a beautiful couple. But I didn't see it. I didn't. Um, it's plenty couples I don't see that, some people see and I just don't see. Like it let me see, like trying to think of one. Then I'm like, oh my goodness, they are so cute together. I'm trying to think of who I've said that about. Oh, Kai Sanat and his girlfriend. I think they're the cutest. Um, I think Nelly and Ashanti is the cutest. Um, there's a few, but there's some that, like Callie and DDG, I didn't think they meshed. And it wasn't for me to see, it was for them to see, but I just didn't see them meshing as as couple goals. I just feel that in the beginning she was way more into him than he was into her. But I could be wrong. I think she thought um, that with what she brought to the table, that it was going to be the all around package, and it wasn't. And what I think a lot of women don't realize is it's not what you bring to the table that keeps a man. Okay. And that's what I think she thought. Um, but who am I? I'm just that's just my little 2 cents. I think also his mom with liking all his friend befriending his friends who wasn't, his and who wasn't her leaves a bad taste also in people's mouth like hers. She's thinking, well, why are your mom's so cool with these people, you know what I mean? But that is what it is. And then I didn't think that I always thought TT and Aries was like a great couple. I did. If y'all don't know who I'm talking about, y'all can go ahead and leave it down in the comments and we can talk about something else. But I'm just talking about the DDG and Haley situation. Um, and yeah, I really think his family thought she was family. Y'all bad. Y'all bad. I tell you, y'all bad. If y'all in here and y'all want to talk about something else, please write it down in the comments. I'll be happy to talk to y'all about something else, right? Because it has been 3 days that this has been going on, and people are just shocked by this full custody situation. And, it is what it is. But if y'all here for it, let me know. If y'all not, let me know. I really want something to drink, but I really don't feel like getting up. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy, y'all? But I'm really thirsty. I really, really am thirsty. Mm-mm-mm-mm. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Speak to me, y'all. Speak to me, y'all. Speak to me, y'all. Speak to me, y'all. I'm about to give y'all some tea on Haley and DDG. If you speak to me, y'all, speak to me, y'all. I'm about to give y'all this small bit of alleged tea. Speak to me, y'all. Speak to me, y'all. I am getting so tired. I'm about to get off of this thing. I did a video tonight. I did a stream tonight. I've been on it like Donkey Kong it. You hear me? Where did my video go? I don't know where my video went, y'all. That's my travel news. hmm My travel news. Okay, y'all. I think I have spilt enough tea. Let me go ahead and tell y'all. I think tonight this is gonna be for real. My last night talking about this. But I just thought it was weird, cool, and crazy. I did. I did. Like everybody else, with the whole custody and things like that. There's things people go through, you know what I mean? But I want to ask people that actually watch DDG, the ones that knew him before Haley, do y'all think that if he would have stayed with Kennedy or Ruby, he would be going through the same thing? Hmm. Things that make you say, right? Things that make you say, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But if y'all want to talk about something else, please drop it down in the chat and we will do that. Please like the video. Like the video. Y'all know who I'm talking about tonight. Come on, y'all. Hit them likes. Hit them likes. If y'all know who DDG or Haley is, please put it down in the comments if you know who Haley and DDG is. If you don't, then we can go back and talk about travel. But I want to know if y'all know who they are so we could talk about them some more. Shout out again to DDG for hitting that million tonight on Twitch. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I do not like I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I will not say it. But shout out to Haley on her movie. Shout out to DDG. And yep, I just popped in y'all. You don't like it? Big period. Anything or anything. Anyway, um, I'm gonna drop this stability for y'all on DDG. Um, and Haley. Somebody posted the that she has full custody until the hearing on June 4th, right? Shout out to June 4th, that's my birthday. Um and somebody saw the baby with the nanny in the park. You know what? You know what? We ain't doing it. We ain't gonna do it. We are not going to do it tonight. Not tonight. Not tonight. And again, I want to shout out TT for standing up for something. You know what I'm saying? Um, and shout out to DDG Mama for the subliminal. Woo! Haley Camp is quiet, quiet. DDG Camp, all his friends just running him out, running him out. And one of the one things that was on the court docs was her saying that he uses social media to attack her. And his camp does the exact same thing to attack her. He must listen to his friend Seven, who said, keep it quiet, keep it cute. She would not defend him on social media because it can all be a backlash when they go to court. Hello, somebody. And his whole camp just blabber, 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 blabber. Anybody that can talk is talking. Anybody that would talk is talking. The only one that had a little sense not to talk was Kai Cenat. But all his people been going in, you feel me? Like, no, y'all. Oh, y'all. Y'all just, keep it cute. Let the internet talk for y'all. That's what you do. But, they was trying to save their boy from getting all the hate. You know what I mean? Hey, it is what it is. His minions made about 20 to 30 Twitch accounts to get their homie to 1 million. I respect it. Hey, can y'all come and give me to 1 million over here? Yeah, I'm talking good about y'all idol. Come over here and make 1 million different accounts. And yeah, I wouldn't mind. I appreciate it. At least make 600 more. Can y'all do that for your girl? While y'all loving on DDG, come make 600 of them over here and spam. Okay? Please do that for me. And thank you. Um, but yeah, shout out to both camps. Hopefully DDG and Haley can resolve this in court. Um, and yeah, hopefully it don't get worse, but I have a feeling it will. And somebody said after court they think they're gonna reconcile and get back together. What fool said that? Now what fool would put that in the atmosphere? Y'all some foolishness. Because Haley and DDG after this, I don't see them even talking. You understand me? And you say, well, he has a baby with her, he gotta talk to her. I don't see it. I think that same mediator person is gonna be that same mediator person. But this time I don't think it's gonna be his mom. I think his mom is gonna be like with her. Okay. And yeah. So I'm like, what you call it? You need to go get another baby mom. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm just looking because I am tired. But if he candidate somehow candidate somehow where you at? Ken, where you at? Girl. I know you ain't trying to get a bit of this foolishness. And I know you support. You probably because Kennedy. One thing I can say, I think Kennedy is definitely a girl's girl, right? Definitely 100% a girl's girl. But when Kennedy was dating him, everybody had mixed situations about him, right? Like his older sister was like, she knew or whatever, 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 because of what he would say when he would get mad with her. Obviously, you could tell he kind of like smeared her, you know. And so I think and Kennedy was that type of girl that was kind of like she was a girl's girl, you know, but the guys liked her too because she was just cool as a fan. Like you could tell she was like that girl that would hang with anybody and she would fit in, be cool as a fan. Because you got to remember, she is the same sign as his mama, Sagittarius. And them Sag just, oh, you don't want to get on their bad side. You feel me? Them Sag just don't play with y'all. They they poker face, but they them all the time. Either you like them or you don't. Because a Sag is a Sag, okay? Them Aries, baby, how many faces can you find in this piece? How many can you find, Aries? I'm not gonna say that because my girlfriend is a Aries. How many faces can you find? Mm-mm. And then they have those what you call them people? Um, I forgot what they call, but anywho, y'all, I'm just blabbing because I'm tired. I'm sleepy, and I'm about to get off this thing. I'm about to go get me something to drink. My mouth is dry. I just been talking, and like I said, I do have a video that just about to post. Um, I've been live twice. We talked about DDG and Haley, and a little bit of Kennedy, and a little bit of Ruby Rose, and yeah, if y'all want let me continue to talk about them, go ahead, drop it down in the comments. If y'all just sitting here wondering what's going on, where shout out to DDG on his million with Twitch. Yeah, yeah. Shout out that 1 milli. And for all his followers that wants to know what's going on, y'all can come over here and get me to at least 1,000. How about that one if you want to know some more tea? And do y'all think he will get back with Ruby Rose? What y'all think? Let me know. Drop it down in the comments. Let me know. If y'all think DDG would get back with Ruby Rose. I I just have a problem with the whole internet um picking sides being made of it, right? Because they didn't want her with him in the first place, right? I just didn't think they looked right together myself. That was just me. But I know he liked the exotic woman look. Like he likes who everybody wouldn't like at the time, you know what I mean? But once they kind of get comfortable in being in a relationship, then they start to blossom for everybody to see. But he liked the girl that nobody sees. Hey, how are you? Thank you for subbing. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're the best. How are you doing tonight? We're just talking about a little bit of DDG and Haley, if you know who they are. Thank you for coming in and not letting me feel alone tonight. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I so agree. I do agree. I agree. I don't think they looked well together. I'll just say that. I watched him when he dated Kennedy. I didn't like DDG in 2017. I didn't like him till he started dating Kennedy. And I just felt that him and Haley was just on two separate spectrums. I agree. I agree. I definitely agree. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. I usually don't do tea, but this one has been on and on and on. Yes, yes. But you got to realize Haley was young too. And that's why she tried to mesh with him because they had a lot in common because he was childish. She was young and very, and that was being her first relationship. I don't think because yes, he acts like that for the internet, but I feel that she meshed well with that. But at the same time, because remember, she is a Disney princess. Yes, yes, I'm gonna follow you on your channel too. Um, but yeah, I think yeah, I think what she was looking for is she thought that her being the mermaid, yeah, definitely sleeping with the enemy. Yes, yes. But I think she thought with her being a mermaid that he was just gonna be in awe behind it. And I think I just didn't see the connection. They didn't seem like they meshed well. I think she was more in love with him than he was in love with her. That's definitely. Yes. Let me go find your channel right now. Yes. But you know, him talking is the way he makes his money. I think he does that to keep people intrigued by him. He has a business mind. But the problem that I have with it when he does it is that he puts too much of other people's business out and it makes them look bad where he doesn't I don't think he thinks it through, and I think he's trying to be transparent with his listeners because if you're transparent people come to watch. Oh, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you, I really do. Thank you. You're right. Oh, let me get this off. Hold on. Yep. Everything is not for the public. And I think he thought that he can get his way by using his platform and his public to get his way. And, you know, I don't think he realized it doesn't work that way because sees the people see the bad in you and not the good because they feel that you're just talking. I don't think she played it smart on this one, and I'm gonna tell you why I don't believe she played it smart. is because she got too close to the family, and now she's going to have to she has to deal with these people for 18 years. And I think if she would have, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I think she did it to take her baby, to make sure her baby is with her. Um, but I don't know. I don't know because not a family is gonna hate her, and when you have a baby, you don't want to put that stigma out. But if what she says is how it was in a relationship, I mean, that's the best way to do it. I mean, that's a good one. Now, I didn't think of that, but hmm, hmm. Chambers, I think you might have something there because seems like now all his numbers is rising. Like Twitch, he just hit 1 million on Twitch, right? Now that one there, like what? Yes, and ah, it's possible if she can prove that he doesn't have time for the baby. I think if she could prove that, she can. But he can pay child support because his numbers shows that he's making some good money, especially on Twitch and Snapchat. Yes, he always, and that's what he does. Every relationship, I feel he gets his followers and he plays victim like, no, I don't want y'all to do that. But you put it out there and it makes them, go crazy because his followers, they they go hard behind him. They really go hard behind him because they're young and they can sit there and play on the computer all night. And they could go back and forth with people all night long. She does. And that's why his sister got so much backlash because she posted what Haley said about being aggressive and things like that because they are building their case as well. And um I think the way her camp is handling it by being quiet, this might be the best way. I agree. I agree. I think he does that with all of his girlfriends because once they get tired of him and his antics and they go to move on, he has a problem. Even Ruby Rose said that everybody he she started dating, he always called and had something to say about them. And that's kind of childish. I agree. And with his family going on attack mode, the only one that I have to say did a good thing is TT, the younger sister. And the reason I feel she did the right thing is because she's the little sister and she supports her brother. So doing that, I think that was right. I agree. I so agree. They already have a picture with the nanny with the baby this weekend. Somebody took pictures of the nanny in the park with the baby, and that could turn out real bad too. So I don't think he realized how crazy his fans are. Like they are. They feel that he's their idol, and I don't think they realize it. I I'm I'm like Haley. I think with her being the Little Mermaid, right? I feel that with them, because a lot of people want to blame her for getting pregnant to prove Ruby wrong or whatever, right? I don't think that. I think she really fell in love with someone that she thought was on her same level, right? And she didn't realize just how jealous he could be. Right. Right. But somebody said, and I don't know how true this is, somebody said that they got the house to be together and then they broke up. I don't know how true that is, but that's what somebody said. Because for him to have a key to the house, or if I don't know how she said he got in through the side door or something, so he must know your house pretty well. And then people are saying, y'all, that he did all this. Oh, okay, okay. See, I didn't see that part in the paperwork. I know that there was a lot going on in those documents. Ah, okay, okay. Because I was the documents have a lot of information in it, and I didn't realize it was just her house. But he seems like he is very jealous. Okay, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. I've been reading the documents from the court, but it's a lot. It's a lot. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. It's a lot, but I will look at it. I will. And I feel Haley, um, when she decided that she was going, when she started doing more movies, because I believe he thought that once the Little Mermaid died down, that she wasn't going to continue to work after she was pregnant, and that never, and it didn't happen that way. And I think that showed another light to him, that she's still going to be booked and busy. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. I think he date women that he think that he can have control of, because the way she sound real timid, real, soft spoken, and she just wasn't having it. I agree. I totally agree. I feel he's used to having his way, and oh, there we go. I feel like he's used to having his way, and I feel that when he get um women, I think he feels that his presence, because of how big he was on YouTube, that you know that it's his way or no way. It does sound crazy. It does sound crazy. But he wants to play like he's that person. Like all these women are so crazy about him, but then you do crazy stalkerish type stuff, you know? And I hate to say it, but Ruby Rose did try to tell everybody that, but everybody just looked at who she was and just negated what she said. Hmm. You're right about that. I mean, I think they trying to get ahead of the court by saying because that's why his sister posted what she posted about what Haley says she's the aggressor. But I think when you're around guys that don't believe in it, you're not gonna do it in front of them, right? And I feel that's when some women have to like, you know, get that frustration out because they know you're not going to do them anything in front of those people. And so they make them feel better. Now I do feel that he is smart when it comes to the internet, and that's why his minions run like that. That's why they run with the narrative that they run with. Because I do feel that he knows social media well. I agree. Hmm. Yeah. Yes, I think Haley was. I do feel that Haley did feel that she was upping on Ruby Rose, but I really feel that DDG was more of a DDG still feels for Kennedy. I still say that to this day, but yeah, Haley, I think she did think she was better than Ruby, and I think his mom I I think his mom just supports her son. She's a mom. I think she supports her son, but mm, and we having a conversation. If you don't like it, you can always go somewhere else. But we having a conversation over here. We're grown. Hmm. Yes, Seven said that. I agree. I agree 1,000%. The reason why, like Seven said, they talking and they can make it worse for him than make it better. But him trying to show that he is so much of a better person that's just making him look worse at this point. I agree with that too. Yes, I definitely agree with that. I mean, her name on what you call it is Mama Made DDG. She got four other kids. I agree with that. I agree. And I think, I mean, I'm not going to knock her for supporting him, but I am going to knock her for if she know anything that she didn't stop anything. I actually agree, especially with the text messaging and all that. And then it looks like you always working. So how you have time for your child, and then when you do, like the paperwork says, he's always with her mama. So you crying that you can't see your baby, but you always, claiming you working and or out in the club doing club appearances. So, you know, I agree. That's why I think he keeps screaming. I mean, going on his other accomplishments because you could tell he is nervous because it's not going to be an easy case. Definitely not. Yes, yes. And I wish she would have had somebody else that would back her when it goes to court, because you went to his family and they're pretty much showing you what they loyalty lie, and will they tell the truth? Because they were just praising her a couple of days ago. His older sister was saying how sweet of a girl she was, and now today they just, I agree with that too. I agree with that too. I definitely agree with that too. And he's trying. I think that um he knows that too, and I think he thinks that his followers is going to make it better for him, but it won't look good. It won't look good at the end of the day. It won't look good. I mean, he has some hard followers, like who this says up here. They had a lot to say about him that don't know him. I guess he took his comment down, but he has a lot to say about him. But you don't know DDG. DDG knows how to work the internet in his favor. Hmm. Hello. And I think he likes the perception of being a daddy, like when he had his nephew and showing on the internet and all that. I think he likes that part. And but having kids is not just a play and go, you know. I hope and I think he thinks he has a good lawyer team, and I don't think they're gonna be as good as hers. I agree with that. I don't think he needs a ghetto girl, because I'm gonna tell you, when he was with Kennedy Simone, looked like she wasn't playing with him. And I think he needs somebody that's not gonna, not as far as ghetto because of his uh, what he does, but I think he needs somebody that's gonna be firm and not gonna take no crap. I agree with that. I agree. I think he thought it was just going to be all laugh, jokes, and ha-has, and he has all his fans thinking, because he did always want a kid, but I think he wanted it for the whole family channel. No, we never said he wasn't a good person. Nobody never said he wasn't a good person. All we said was that he's, with him being a dad, he's trying to be a prop dad, and that he is using his internet to prove a narrative that's not the narrative that he wants to be proved. That's all. I agree with that. They were broken up, but some people can't see other people move on. Yep, he a prop dad. Yep, yep. He did change everybody's life. He did take care of everyone, which he still. I mean, I can't say he hasn't put a lot of people on, because he has, but I just feel that he feels that everything should go his way, and that's not like how life works. I agree with that too. but I don't think he wants her full time. I think he wants her, like you said, as you know, his kid mom that he can always go to when he wants to. I'll say that. Hello, amen. That is true. That is true. That is so true. I agree. I think he put a lot of emotional distress on her with the internet because it looked like every time you turned around and they did a clip, it was him playing like, "Oh, I can't. I just want my son. Oh, I just want to do this. Oh, I just want to do that." And she debunked it with text messages. Um, but I feel that he should have been adult enough to pick up the phone and call her. I agree. I agree. I think he wants to be single because everybody else has moved on. But yeah, and I think he wants to blame it on her for finding somebody before he did. Wow. Well, well, Tina, you got a point there. You got a point there. You do. But I still they said I don't think like y'all said I don't think he his mom his mom gonna see it that way. No, I never said she was 100% innocent. No, 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 no. There's two sides. There's three sides to every story. His, hers, and the truth. Never said she was fully innocent, but I feel he provoked a lot of stuff. I'll say that. Hmm. Well, I feel that if she was as close to his family as it seemed, because it seemed like they were doing girls' nights and all this other stuff, that she could have talked to his mom if she thought, well, maybe she didn't think she was safe with talking to his mom. Because y'all said that with the with him being the breadwinner, she might not thought she was safe. So in that aspect, she probably couldn't talk to him. I just think, and then I would say, well, um, and she probably definitely couldn't talk to him. Y'all think he that bad? I think he all mouth if anything. Oops, hold on. Hmm. I go with it. Yep, I agree 100%. I think he definitely knows who to play with, and I definitely think Haley thought she found her forever. Um, and I think she, um, I think she wasn't expecting the drama that he brought to her. But at the same time, I think he thought he had someone that he didn't have to worry about, wasn't going nowhere. She was going to be there, and regardless of what happened, she was going to be there. Because he used to always say that's the type of woman he was looking for, a girl that would just be there regardless. We grown. Don't do that. Right? Right? Yeah, DDG definitely runs his family. You can definitely tell that. You could definitely tell his mom tries to keeps them all close knit, and him being the head. You can definitely tell that. Yeah, I think he thought she would never leave, regardless of what he do. He could do whatever, and she wasn't going nowhere, and that didn't happen. And I think she thought, well, Ruby Rose was as bad as he said because he talked so bad about Ruby, and she thought she was going to be so much better, and to stop him from being the person that he was. And I don't think that was going to ever happen. And because when you can come on, yes, he is. He is a attention. He is definitely an intention. But the person I'm really mad at, y'all, honestly, is the mama and his older sister. Those two I'm mad at. Okay. Happy Sunday. Thank you for coming by. Please subscribe and like. Please. Thank you. Hmm. And y'all know it's gonna be crazy if they do give him partial custody, that he's going to definitely show he's going to definitely do stuff to spite her, like take the baby out of the country with other women and all that. I think he definitely going to do that. See you later. And if he take that baby out of the country with other women, I think Haley is going to be devastated. You don't think so? Because looks like he got his whole claim ready to go to court. All right now. But they go back to court on June 4th. That's temporary. They go back on the 4th. And when they go back on the 4th, it will determine a final. say with the court. And if they do, I think he's gonna do everything to spite her because right now this weekend, him and Ruby Rose and the crew is in Phoenix. With the padded room. All right now. With the padded room. All right. My nephew heard me laughing, passed on it. Mm-mm-mm. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And the kicker is when he gets mad, he wants everybody to be mad. Like, really? Who does that? Like, he wanted everybody to be mad. And you ran a whole Ferrari for your 2-year old. Boy, bye. I agree with that. I agree with that. But the funny thing is, I think once, if he does get supervised visits, I don't think he's gonna want to do it unless it's his mama. I don't think he's gonna want to do it, and the reason I think he's not gonna want to do it is because he wants to be in control. Oh, yeah, I am, y'all. Mm, there we go. Oh, she did. Okay, but see, I don't know what's gonna happen in court. Hopefully they'll keep it like that, and it's a professional. But he likes too much to be in control. That I think he will not do it just to prove a point. He has a controlling spirit. He definitely has a controlling spirit. Yes, that's the number one thing. But he's a controller. I mean, he has made his millions off of being his own boss, and it's going to be hard to find somebody like him to get through anger management. Yeah. Yes. Well, he needs to, especially if she has a baby with her. Majority of the time, he should be paying. Oh my goodness. Man, she just said that she is mad with him today because he ate. But honestly, I don't think he ever paid child support. And for her to have him full time, yeah, that ain't cool. Mhm. But she allows it because she wants her baby to herself. She's allowed. She allows him to be a kid. Because sometimes women have to not allow men to play daddy and be daddy. You know. It does. It does. But I think he feels that she's able and capable, so he's not going to do it. But and I shouldn't say that because I don't know what they do behind closed doors, if he does or not. But um, yes, I agree. I definitely agree because we allow um, certain things that we shouldn't, and I feel with DDG, I feel that he feels that his child is going to be okay with the mom because of who she is, and um, with her taking the responsibility. And I know it's because she wants to keep her baby close to her, but you stop them from being men. I agree. They if he doesn't get joint custody, because if he get joint custody, it might not make him pay child support. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. But some mothers still, and I feel Haley is like this, that needs to have their child close to them at all times as their protector because she's been through so much. And so I feel that that's why she fights to keep him with her. Mm, mm, I agree with that. Could agree with that. I definitely can agree with that. That's how we learn balance. I'm gonna tell y'all in 2016, I hated DDG. He used to go and delete people's channels and do all kinds of stuff. He was real childish. 2016, 2017 when he got with Kennedy Simone, he got a little better. 2016, 2017, 2018, right? And I started seeing him build his family up, bring him to Cali, all that stuff, right? Because I didn't like him. I didn't like him. I didn't like watching him, right? Um, but then he got with Ruby Rose, and I was like, he is really childish again. And then when he got with Haley, I felt that he just wasn't they wasn't the right mesh. I didn't feel that they meshed with. Um, I feel that Haley, um, I don't know, I just didn't feel like they mesh well at all. And I think he is not trying to step up because of who she is. And I feel he don't think he has to. I think he is spoiled and don't think he has to do anything. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think he's really spoiled, right? I think so. I think he thinks that the world don't owes him everything. Yes. I agree with that. I agree with that. And I agree that she did too much to Disney as far as getting pregnant and all that. Especially, I feel it in the prime of her career, and then she had to deal with somebody that's always bashing her on the internet. Hmm, that could be the case because he feels that everybody, the world owes him something, that people not seeing his greatness. And okay, I guess, but um, still, I think he's trying to make all these big moves, and you've been asking for a kid like for years and years and years, and now that you have them, I don't think you putting your priorities in the right perspective. I agree with you there. I definitely agree with you there. I think, like we said, I think she thought that she was going to come in and change them. Us women tend to do that. We come in and we tend to think that we can make a man do what we want him to do, and we all know that's not true. If he wasn't prepared to do, and you can't just go by words, you got to go by the actions. I agree with that, Sam. I definitely agree with that. I agree with that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Still like the cardboard box, huh? I agree with that. I think he thought he heard all those rumors about Brett Flyers, and I think he was still like upset about that. And I think she was trying to explain who she was, probably trying to explain her side of the story, and he wasn't trying to hear. And it just escalated from there. Because he doing him. I agree. He could have talked like an adult, but I don't think he has that. He has that way of communicating. He needs to learn how to communicate, I think. No, you don't care about being rude. But I think he, he wanted answers at that point. But at that time, it was after you filming with this woman, that woman, this one, that one, running the street, pretty much calling it quits. And now you want to call the shots over here. Bye bye. I agree with that. But he feels that I think he has that if you have my child, then you must tell me who you with or what you doing, and life don't work like that. Either you there for the long haul or you're not. And when people move on, people take or bring in whoever they fit well with, and you can't hate on that. I agree with that 150%. I agree with that wholeheartedly. He definitely should be cordial in front of the baby. It's gonna be a hard fight, especially in Cali, to get full custody, especially in Cali. But if her lawyers are good enough, she can. Well, well, you have a point there. You do have a point there. But some people, can't get past it. Hmm. I agree, but I think people feel that if a child is a certain age, that you shouldn't bring many people around them, depending, and you can be a good father. But he said he would never bring a woman around his child. I think he's more worried about who Haley brings around his child. But that's a man's way of, controlling. I agree. I mean, I don't think it's um, that I because I'm gonna tell you, a woman that's steadily abused, she'll have more than that one occurrence, and I don't know if she does or not. But I think it was more emotional abuse than physical abuse with their relationship. I agree. Yeah, I mean, and again, that's where he sees money. Like he sees that Kai was giving gifts and how much money was involved. I think he sees the monetary stuff and doesn't see, the full picture. And that's where that childishness comes in. Hmm. And most women do. Most women want their child to learn in a different way. Where DDG sees that, because remember he came from poverty, and they're finally making money and doing better for themselves. So he's trying to make Halo like he did with Woo his nephew, where when he was little, he was putting him in the camera when he was real little. So he's trying to do that same thing with his child to make him a child star like he did Woo. But at some stance, you have to realize your child is sacred to their mother, and it's not about him being on camera. She's doing that work for him right now. She don't want him to work right now. Where in DDG eyes, it's you work, we all work and get a check. Where it's you don't do that with your child. You have to, some kids are not made just to work. Y'all did that to get y'all paycheck. His mama's good right now. She doing the films for him. She don't want him doing film. But I think he don't realize that. I think he just wants that, you my child, we gonna do this and I'll make money. And that is sad. That is very sad. But that's how he thinks. I think he has that poverty mindset, and he's feeling that I don't want to go back to that. So I'm gonna do whatever I need to do to get this money. I agree, it is. If our lawyers are good, but if his lawyers is good, they might agree with him. I don't see how, but they might. Courts are crazy. I agree. I'm not saying all women are great mothers. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that in their case, she is a mother that likes to take her child around and do different things, where he likes for his child to make money. Not saying literally making money, but help him to make money for them and their family. So, no, we're not saying all women are great mothers. That's not what we're saying. Yes, they will bully a child in a minute. And I think Haley is trying to protect Halo from that. Where DDG is like, they're not going to talk about my child. They're only going to see the best, because his fans always have said nothing but good words to him, especially his music. Not a pet snake. I think she felt that he wouldn't do it, because remember when they first started out, when they were together, they hid Halo's face for at least 6 months, and that was on her call. And he actually went ahead with her wishes, and then eventually he wanted to start showing it because it started leaking the child's face. So he wanted to go ahead and show it to start making money. But it builds up to Haley. He knows that she didn't want her child face to be shown. Let's be honest. I mean, I don't know what type of evidence she has or doesn't have, because again, it's just a little bit for a temporary restraining order that she had to give. She didn't have to give a lot of evidence to get a temporary restraining order. To get a temporary restraining order, you just need a little bit of information, and I don't think she wanted to show all that she had, because you never show all your cards, just like she did, just like she just dropped it and didn't give him an inkling what she was going to do when she went to do it. So I don't think she is showing a lot. and just the little bit that she is showing got the internet in an uproar and got him in an uproar. So I think what she did show was on purpose, not to show what she really wanted to show. Come on, let's be honest. She not gonna bring out the big dogs when you only getting a temporary restraining order. You bring out the big dogs when you sit in the courtroom together. Come on, let's be honest now. No, I think DDG wanted a child and he thought it was gonna be all play and realized it was more work. But yeah, he always wanted a child, but I don't think he, thought what it was. I think he saw his brother with his child and thought it was easy, but his child had a mother like Brittany that was going to make sure that they both were okay and that he was going to be okay with the both of them being okay. Yeah, till he was old enough to realize that um, once he was old enough, that's when his dad was like, "Okay, I'm out." And you know, she does, but see, they didn't show that the picture of that. They only told that because the pictures that she showed was calculated. She only showed a little bit and told a little bit to get temporary restraining order. 'Cause and then when you go to court, you start showing the real big stuff. See, this stuff is little. The arm bruises, somebody could just grab you to stop you. That's the arm bruises, right? The chip tooth, she said he hit her head on the steering wheel, but she said they both was wrestling. That could have been a boat thing, a boat situation. She could have hit first, he could have hit first. She didn't bring out the big dogs yet. You gotta watch how people move now. But he got to watch how he keep talking. Well, his friends keep talking. Yeah, yeah. But I think they agreed on not having child support because if he had child support to be paid, that would have been in the court order. I don't think and I don't think she's gonna go for back child support because I don't even think Haley wants the money. I just think she wants him to let her have sole custody. Yes, it's making it very worse. And the people that believe that he's not sweating over there, they got it messed up too. Because a lot of his fans are like, oh, DDG got this in the bag, Haley lying, blah, blah, blah. His sister posting that about, Haley saying this and that. You're making it worse for him because technically, um, the internet ain't supposed to, his camp shouldn't be talking. His camp should be listening right now. But any way that they can win a case at this point. Oh, she did ask for child support in the lawsuit. Oh, I ain't see that, dog. I ain't see that. Oh, I was reading so much, but I ain't see that part. Okay. So she definitely wants sole custody of the baby. Mm. All right, now. This is going to be interesting, right? Hmm. Interesting. So yeah, she must got some more info, y'all. Cause I don't believe her camp would have let her go to the lawyer with a temporary restraining order to a judge with just that little bit of information and nothing else. They've been building the case. hmm And what's sad is they're gonna use his sisters that said she is the sweetest person you ever want to meet. Wow. Wow. And he even said for the birthday party, he gave some money, but most of it was all Haley. Ooh, ouch. Oh yeah, I believe so. I believe she been documenting it since they split in October. I think she has been definitely documented, and I think it made it worse once he started bringing all them females to his drink. Hmm. Yep. Yep. I think it's going to be very interesting. I think that DDG's camp is not ready for what um, is in store. I think his old manager would have had him ready. Hopefully he'll use him, but he's not a divorce. He's not a family lawyer. I think so too. B don't play. But I think if he would have kept a lot of defaming her off the internet, he would have been okay. But they got too much of that because he was talking a lot about her. I agree with that, but I don't think it was as simple as if he smashed that ring camera, right? No, that was after. But he had to be irate too. So I think if he would have called the cops, one of them would have went to jail, and I don't think it would have been Haley. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think even if he was in the right, I don't think she would have went to jail. I think he would have went to jail. Silent power. That's right. I agree with that too. I agree with that too. I think he would have went to jail because he's there to pick up his child, right? They argue, right? He said he wanted her out of his car, right? But instead of him getting her out of his car, he went ahead and drove her to his mom's house, right? If he would have stopped before he drove off, right? Because she wanted to get out the car, but she wanted to take Halo. And if she would have got out the car and not because she wanted to take Halo and she couldn't get to him, and that's why she stayed in the car. But if he would have stopped and called the police, then he would have been irate talking about he wanted this child. The police would have took him because she would have said that she was trying to get her child out the car. He would have definitely went to jail. Mhm. It is. It's mental abuse on both of their parts. I think they didn't know how to argue and have communication issues, obviously. But in the midst of it all, the issue is that DDG continued to get his minions off of the internet to drag her, and that was one of the biggest problems because they still going at her neck. Hmm. I don't think he realizes. I think he's used to when he was doing YouTube and he was dealing with the YouTube girlies or dealing with the Ruby Roses, that everybody took his side and they wasn't running to the police on him or getting authorities on him or doing all that. And he just used his internet to bash them, which is bullying. And he continued to get his minions to bash them. All he had to do was come up there, give a sob story, and everybody was going to bash the other person. And that's not cool. You ain't trying to get him to see the baby at all. 2 hours a week? Ooh, child. You don't want him to see that baby. Her fans, her fans, the ones that really follow Haley is not going to be on the internet. She has people that watch her that not gonna harass them like DDG fans are gonna harass. DDG fans got him to 1 million Twitch followers today by going get about 1,200 different accounts to go um and follow him. Come on, it's Haley fans not gonna do that. They're gonna say what they're gonna say. They're not gonna be hidden behind no blue screen. They're gonna say what they're gonna say and be adults about it. His fans are a whole bunch of people that hides behind not being seen and all these fake accounts. I agree. To take that picture and tell her while she on the beach that who she on vacation with. Come on, stop it. That's hurt talk. Mm, I don't know if that's her talking, but I mean, it's real. 2 hours is enough. I'm not saying her fans. The thing is, like I said, I have been watching DDG since 2017, and I have watched his fans harass people. I have watched it. I ain't telling you that because I used to be a King Killer and I used to be a DDG fan. Okay, in 2017, 2018. And I have watched them. I'm not telling you nothing I didn't heard or sitting back and go, oh, he's just doing that to Haley. I have watched him. They don't mind. They don't mind. They don't mind. I'm not sleepy. I'm not saying that he put his hands on her. Um I'm not saying his camp will let him put his hands on her, but I don't think he's 100% innocent in this situation. I don't think she is either. Like I said, there's three sides to the story: her side, his side, and the truth. But I think what she brought to the court is just a little bit of what she has under her belt um to bring to court. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that he was beating her ass or something like that and hiding. No, I'm not saying that. I believe that they both put hands on each other. I'm gonna be 100% honest. That's what I believe, but I don't believe that he's 100% innocent. And I believe that the little bit of information that she brought to the court is just gonna be just a little bit because I think she has way much more. That's all I'm and with the text messages, if you remember, she brought text messages from his mom where she was bringing the baby to see him, and he decided he had something else to do. So I'm just saying, it's just two sides of the story. And I think DDG is very busy right now, and the little time that he does have with his son is a little time. And I think she feels that he shouldn't be just sitting over there with her mom, with his Halo shouldn't just be with his grandmother. Halo should be with his dad, and that's what I think she's more upset about. Dang, 10K a month? Ooh, can I be the son? I believe he tried to get her out the car, and I think that's when the mishap happens. I don't believe that he intentionally did anything to hurt her in that situation. I don't know about the rest, but in that situation, his fans they go to bat for him. I'm telling you. I watched it. Yeah, taking pictures of her. That's creepy now. Nah, that is kind of creepy. Take a picture of somebody's bed saying, "I know what you did." What? It is, and I think they were wrestling, like she said. She stated in the report that they were wrestling, and that's when her tooth got broke. She said that. She didn't say that he punched in the mouth and her tooth fell out. She didn't say that. Yeah, I think that's best because I think it will get physical again, especially how mad he was when he found that out. It's almost impossible. I agree with that. I think he has his mindset on his music right now and making his money, but he still, wants to be a dad when he has time. He said he's a very busy man. I don't think they want him to be Ike. No, and I don't think they want her to be Tina. No, because Tina did beat Ike ass with that shit. I don't think they want her to be Tina, and I don't think they want him to be Ike. What I think they think is that he handled the situation wrong, and there is more to the story. We just don't know what that more is yet. But I don't think he just went ahead and was wailing and beating her, because if that was the case, it would be black eyes and blood slips. Oh, oh wait, I passed up one. Yes, I think if he had put a black eye, he definitely would have been in jail. But I think for right now, she kept it real small and cute just to get that temporary hold on. But I think there's more to the story. We just haven't gotten there yet. I think that picture showed somebody being held real tight. Oh, the picture with in the house, yeah, not that. Not that was some creepy. That was some creepy stuff. That was some stalkerish stuff. He's selling cardboard music, child. I agree. I agree. But he lucky she wasn't home because that could have been a problem and an issue in itself, and some swinging of hands could have happened. You know what I'm saying? Because how you just going to somebody's house to take pictures of their bed? Not child. What if she did have somebody in her bed? That was just rude. What if somebody was upstairs? He could have got shot, killed, anything. You don't just come in somebody's house, take pictures of their bed. That's craziness. Stalkerish situation. What I do think DDG Camp should do at this point is stop having his boys praising him like he's a saint, because when stuff come out, he's going to lose a lot of followers if worse things come out during the trial. So I think it's best that everybody just keep it quiet and keep it cute, because that's when his kingdom will fall. He need to be in that padded, okay? Okay. I I can't say she a demon. I mean, she is an Aries, but I can't say she a demon. But what I can say is it's not the top of his career. Let's be real. Come on. The top of his career would have been when he made that song with Blueface, Moonwalking. That was pretty much the top of his career. That's when he was not. Right now is the top of his Twitch career, maybe, and it's only because he's being consistent. Um, but this is not the top of his career. And when people started recognizing him and noticing him on another spectrum was when Haley stepped into the picture. So I don't think he's at the top right now. I don't. Now, if that was the case, his music would be going way higher than what it is. I think he hit his peak when got with Blueface and they started making music. Um, he does have arguments in that other song, but you know, it I don't think it's at the top. The top I think was when he was just switching over, leaving YouTube and switching over to music. That's I think was the top of his career. Ooh. His album did not do what he thought it was gonna do right now. I don't think. His recent album is not doing what he wanted it to do. A couple of songs on there is charting a little bit, but it's not doing what he thought it was going to do. It. He thought that his streaming numbers were going to bring carry over to his album numbers, and it didn't do that. I agree that the bigger the allegations, the industry does get crazy. I definitely agree with that. But you have to understand that with the allegations that are small ones right now, because it's only a temporary restraining order, and with a temporary restraining order, you only have to show a little bit. Now, when the actual court case happens, like the Diddy trial, y'all only saw a little bit when Diddy trial started. Now y'all seeing the big picture, and that's what's going to happen with this. It's going to be the big picture because Haley just didn't come out like she did with just a little bit of information, and that's all she's going to have. No. And the bad thing is that with DDG is he's used to talking his way out of situations with his fans, and they gagged him, and they gagged him on purpose because his mouth. Everybody else could speak for him. Dub could speak for him and cry tears. Um, Rich could speak for him. Derek could speak. All these people could speak for him, and he is not going to hit like when DDG, because DDG can persuade his followers. It's his followers. They cannot persuade his followers. They can listen. They can say okay, but his followers, he definitely can sway him. And by shutting his mouth, it's a problem. Oops, let's see. Exactly, dog. That album didn't do it. Did not. Music does live forever. However, if that was the case, Moonwalking wouldn't have shot up as fast as it did. Arguments wouldn't have shot up as fast as it did. When you have a hit and you have music that's going to the top, just like Valedictorian. Valedictorian should have got higher than it did. But you know why? DDG started like getting in his feelings towards the end of that album. Just like this album. You could tell when DDG is going through issues in his life, um, his music shows it. His he he gets into his feelings and his music shows it. Um, his fans like him because he's transparent. And his music has not been transparent in a while. And the reason why is because he's dealing with real life issues and trying to do real life other things. And he's not into his music and he's not making what he needs to make bangers for his fans. Let's be honest and let's be real. Oh, definitely. And I think she's sitting there being quiet on purpose because our campus told her just sit back and chill. And they document everything that everybody has said about her on the internet as far as his camp. So, again, that's harassment still. Yes, it's not a album that I mean, you say music, what you say, Sleepy? You say music live forever? Yeah, that's timeless music, baby. That music ain't timeless, Sleepy. Come on, let's be honest. Come on, let's be honest. When you think of timeless music, you think of sitting back when you 70, 60, 70 years old and you can still listen to that music and be like, dang, I remember I used to jam off of that. You can't say that off of this music because you ain't going to say I used to jam off of that. Come on now. Yes, he plays victim very well. He does that. He definitely does that. And you be thinking his life is just horrible, but he'll play a victim in a minute. Hello. Now go ahead on, doll. I know now you speaking, baby. That is the truth. That is the truth. That is the truth. That is the truth. Definitely the truth. Not gonna be on pack at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, come on. When are you gonna turn it on and go? You know what? Let me listen to missions. He's got what? What? Where are you go? Come on, you gonna be gunning at the cookout, going, "Yeah, that's DDG, yeah, yeah, yeah." No, and the only reason Moonwalk in Calabasas is good because it remind people of Michael Jackson moonwalking. Come on, y'all. Come on now, Sleepy. You know the real. You know. You know. Come on. There's too many artists that's coming out with banging albums. DDG just not wasn't into this. He thought by putting all the features on that they were going to sell, but if he gets back into putting him in his music and being transparent with his, because when people listen to DDG music, they relate to DDG, right? Um, when DDG puts in other people and try to become other rappers and singers, it doesn't work. Not for him. Not at all. Okay. Okay. That's the truth. Yes, uh-uh. Exactly. Exactly. It can't be timeless if not that many people if even listening to it. It has to have a ring, a kick to it, and his music don't flow like that. His sound is not a timeless sound. His sound is banal. No hate, no shade. I mean, Moonwalking in Calabasas did his thing. Arguments did his thing. Hold Up did his thing. You know, there were songs and music that you can sit back and actually listen to. You know, that's timeless music. But Sleepy, you can repeat what DDG said. You can repeat it, Sleepy. We okay with it. You can definitely repeat what he said because that's something that he would say. Right? Leave the music alone until you can get a hit song. Leave it alone. If that ain't your thing no more, young man. I don't know, y'all. But I've been on for 2 hours, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm not gonna leave yet, y'all. Here y'all go. It was running behind. Yes. Amen. Always crying. What you say, sleepy? No, it was a trash album. Come on. They had when you have an album and you don't have at least half of your songs good, it's a trash album. He has two, maybe three songs that's good, sleepy. Be honest. Come on, no, sleepy. This is not a Rihanna and Chris Brown situation. No. No, 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 no. Chris Brown was a sing. Chris Brown could sing. Chris Brown could dance. Chris Brown was a performer. Let's be real. DDG is a he is good at streaming. He is great at YouTube. He is good at captivating his audience, just not with music at this time. Let's be real, Sleepy. Come on. Yes, Chris Brown was very. Go ahead, doll. Say it, baby. Amen. And there's no shade to him. I'm not shady, DDG. I'm not. I feel that DDG has his strong points, but music just ain't it. Hello. Yes, he was. Yes, he is. DDG music hits because his followers like the messages. If he would be transparent in all his music and tell y'all what he tells y'all on his YouTube channel, he would have top music because people just want to hear what goes on in his life because he's very good at performing. Um, Sleepy. I don't think the industry cares that much about her image. I'll be 100% real with you because one less person they have to pay is the better. I don't think they care too much about her messing up her image because that's her image. But what I do think is that she's trying to gain it back. I don't think the industry has nothing to do with it. I think she's trying to gain it back because she let Disney down by having a kid. But I don't think the industry cares that much. I'll be real with you. I don't think it's the same type of situation. I mean, Chris Brown beat Rihanna that one night, and she called the police that same night. I mean, there wasn't no waiting and let's build a case and let's have child support involved. I don't think it's that. She does work. She doesn't work for Disney anymore. She did a Disney movie. She doesn't work for Disney. She did a Disney movie, which was Mermaid, right? Mermaid did well, right? However, like Snow White, the girl that did Snow White, she crashed. The movie did not do good because of what she was saying. But that was after the movie. That was before the movie was released. And so then when it went to the box office, it didn't do good. Mermaid already has been released. Mermaid already did their numbers in the studio in the theaters, right? So Haley did what she was paid to do, and she kept her image clean during that time, right? Haley is now have moved on to two new movies. And another thing with Haley is that I think with Haley trying to fight back for her image, she's gonna bring a whole new genre of people to her, and that's single mothers. Right. Mhm. Well, Will Smith and Jada is different. That was the era of they were supposed to be the longest, one of the longest black couples in Hollywood, Jada and Will, right? So with them, they were a little different. And Will did that to himself when he got up there and slapped Chris Rock. So I mean, he played it so. Yeah, Tammy. Yeah, yeah. He was sleeping with the enemy, but they had been like record long married for like 30, 35 years or some craziness. Yeah, the real talk did come first. But again, like they had been married so long that the stuff that she was saying it just shocked the industry because they were married that long. You know, with Haley and DDG, they hadn't been together long. Then you break up. What they said, October. The baby is 18 months. What the baby was just a year or something when they broke up. Almost a year. Wait, they broke up in October. They came back together to do the party in December. So the baby wasn't even a year when they broke up. Yeah, he DDG definitely have to step up his game with the music industry because he ain't hitting it, baby. Why is a cycle? don't say it's a cycle. I'm just saying the Will Smith and Jada, they knew the type of relationship they had when they first got into it. DDG and Haley wasn't even, the baby wasn't even a year old when they broke up. No, we're not saying that it's not growing, Sleepy. The music of this era has to grow, yes. However, DDG music is not it. Now you gonna cut it out now. It has to have some type of catch, some type of flow. Let's be real and 100%, right? And his music, um, when you have timeless music, any and everybody, regardless of what um, age you're in, you should still be able to appreciate the music. His music can't be appreciated because it's not coming directly from him. He's using DDG's music. This album, he used so many other artists to give him a sound, and it wasn't his sound. And you can't make timeless music by using other people's sound to try to get something, you know? Yeah, she probably will win it. She too quiet. That's true. Well, Tampa, we can because DDG is not making a sound for DDG. When he was making a sound for him, it was like moonwalking in Calabasas. That's why it made the numbers that it made. Arguments made the numbers that it made. It's because he was singing a song dealing with something that all his followers would know, right? So that's why, and that's how you tell the different uh, genre of people in music. Yeah. He don't need writers like Drake. He didn't have writers like Drake when he had Moonwalking in Calabasas, did he? He wrote it himself. He's not, I'm not saying that he would be the person that would go on tour with like a Kevin Gates. Well, he did go to court. He did go on tour with Kevin Gates. But, and, everybody will beat up for him and not Kevin Gates. Come on. Mm. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. I understand that. However, he could have still used his sound and not. I'm not talking about the beats. I'm talking about his words, his sound. Even though they picked the beats, he could have used his sound of music, his his way of music. I'll say that. No, I think he was trying something different. I think he was trying something different with using the chat, but I think he could have did it a better way. I'm just saying it. And you know, you gotta try stuff to, figure your path out. I get it. But, you know. But I think a lot of this year is gonna teach him a lot of lessons. That's for sure. That he's not, because I think DDG has gotten to the point where he thinks he's bigger than everything right now. I agree with that. I respect that 100%. However, his he needs to stick with what made him his gold, his platinum album at this point, especially if he's trying to continue on the path of growing in the business. All right. Those sales were little this time, huh? Period. Woohoo. Oh, woohoo. I think he knew that that music wasn't it this year. That's why he said that old crazy stuff for timeless. He need to go to church. Yes. Ain't listening, ain't listening. Yeah. Tampa, how you gonna say he a good dude? Huh? Tampa, how you saying he a good dude? He's using the viewers to get back at her, but sometimes people play that good role to get what they want. You got to be careful. No, Sleepy, we're not saying that he doesn't have a grind because he does. I respect DDG's grind. DDG has been grinding hard when it comes to Twitch, when it comes to YouTube, and when he stuck with his genre of music. He was good. I mean, I'm not going to knock anybody from trying to do them. However, I feel that DDG should stick to one source of music, and DDG shouldn't use his followers to manipulate and hurt other people. OMG. I mean, yes, he gets props for getting his family moved to LA and um, showing them a new way. And that's commendable coming from what his family had endured. I agree 120%. That's why when I started watching him in 2017 with Kennedy, I applauded that. However, he still uses his platform and his followers to harass and humiliate other people. His music is not the best. Thus, he has had some great music. However, the music that he's playing now is not the best. That's all we're saying. We ain't knocking a young man. Get your hustle on, but don't hurt and degrade other people by the things that you do and using your followers to hurt people. That's all we're saying. And doll, all she's saying is his music is trash. Name the last hit song I remember from who? DDG on Tampa? I could even name 5 DDG songs. How about that one for you? Hmm. Name the last hit song you remember. Let me see. Boots on the ground. Let me see. Hmm. That's the only one I've been listening to lately. Well, that is true.
It's not promotion, baby, at all. It's not promotion. Nobody's even talking about his music. It's a difference if he put something in his music. Hey, black women, if they put something in his music that everybody was talking about. Nobody's not even talking about his album. Oh, oh goodness. Bologna with no bread. Oh goodness. Oh. Yeah. They feel he do no wrong. They really feel like he do no wrong. All the harassment he do. Yep. Yep. They feel he does no wrong. Yeah. Good luck on that.
saw a promo for who? Nobody really been talking about his album. If you go to everybody's streams, nobody been talking about his album. Everybody's been talking about Haley and him. Whose comments? With everybody comments, I have been seeing the shade room, tea, the tea room. Every comments I've been seeing, nobody has been talking about his music. And like I said before, what Haley brought to get temporary restraining order was just a little bit of evidence that she has. Because to get a temporary restraining order, you don't bring out all your evidence. You don't bring all your evidence out until you go to court. So just that little bit of evidence that she gave to show him what she was going to bring, that was just a little bit. That just showed not really much anything. It comes out when they actually go to court. And that's where the problem in a situation is going to start. That's why he's trying to make sure his followers follow him. Not at all. Not with 1,200 copies. It was not approved. It was not approved. It was not approved. He's going platinum. Going to buy a platinum watch or a platinum ring. What are you going platinum with? I think his camp talking is going to help her get full custody. That's why they need to keep quiet if they want a chance. All his friends that's thinking they're helping, you better listen to Seven. She told him the best thing they could do is be quiet. So he got Tiana over there faking and jaking like she crying and she all in it and just trying to build her career. He has all the other guys talking in his behalf, and all it's going to do is bite him in the butt. That's correct. That's correct. That's what Seven tried to tell them. Stop running your mouth if you want a little bit of case. Hello. He got it from Wendy's. Woo. Yep. But did y'all see where his mama posted that picture of so many faces and the girl in the back? Like she had many faces. But I'm like, how can you say that? And okay, I know mine can. Yep. Because he claims he's so busy and don't have time, and his mama always have the baby. And you claiming that one minute you just gotta have your child, and then when he's there, you see the baby walk in and then walk back out with your mama. Oh, let's be 100. You like the fact of showing him on the camera and making your money. You think she's two faced? I think she has many faces depending on what many faces she's dealing with at the time. What do y'all think? I can agree with that. I think the mama needs to cut the cord. Yeah, she should have stayed. But the only thing I feel bad for is TT getting them dead. I mean, you think she look innocent? I agree with that. However, you have to make a person prove that because she didn't ask to be harassed and pictures of her bed being taken. She didn't ask for that. Hmm. Now I didn't know she was getting mistreated by her boyfriend. Okay, my bad. I thought because as a sister, you want to back your family, so I didn't see nothing wrong with it. But I didn't know she was getting mistreated by her boyfriend. Ooh, how so, black woman? How so? Please tell. Yeah. Okay. True that. Nah, I gotta agree with that. Wait, what you hope, Tampa? I missed that. Mm, that's true. Yeah, I don't think he cares about that. I think he cared more about how being quiet while he did what he wanted to do. That's what I think his biggest problem was. And he know he do too. Yep. Yep. He knows how to rile up his fans. That's one thing he knows how to do, manipulate his fan base. And the issue that I have with that is that, like somebody said earlier, you have Halo for 2 sec. You want Halo to make money off your stream like you do with everybody else, like you did with Woo. You want to put him on there to make money off of him or have him make money. And just like you did Woo, you want them as a showpiece. And when the cameras go off, then you have to run and you have this meeting and that meeting and this meeting and that meeting. So you being more of a manager to your child than an actual father at that point. Yeah, her mama have a man. He the driver for DDG. Wave cap. Yep. 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 I think no, it's not that because they old enough to say if they want to be in the video or not. Halo doesn't have that choice. And him and his mom for the first 6 months, him and Haley decided not to show him. Then he started showing them, and when he started showing them, he was pretty much just sticking a camera in his face. I mean, could be. All right, y'all. It is 12:30. I've been on for almost 3 hours. Oh, wait, I ain't getting off till y'all finish talking. Right? But a lot of his fans that are not old school, they believe every word that come out of his mouth, and that's the problem. Yep. Yep. And that's, I think, what's Haley's biggest problem. If Because how much he craved, he wanted a baby. Good night, doll. I'm about to get off. As much as he craved the baby, he wanted a baby. He wanted a baby from his exes. He been wanting to be a dad. But as soon as you be a dad, then you want to go ahead and post. Good night, y'all. You want to go ahead and post him like he is a part of your stance. Come on now. Come on now. We're not doing that. Good night, y'all. Good night. But I'm getting off. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming by and rating me from the Black Tea pages. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And please come back tomorrow night. We'll talk about somebody else. We'll figure out another topic because I like this. I like when y'all come over here and we'll do some more tea. So with that being said, I'll see y'all the next time I come on. Thank you. I'm Key to Travel, and usually we do everything over here at Travel, but this time we are talking about what's future. But thank y'all so much, and y'all have a good night. Bye.